All right, we have got one single break tonight. It's going to be a fun one because it's a case of Contenders football. I love my Contenders. All right, before we actually get started breaking, we have got some information to go over. So let's go ahead and get rolling with that. Feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. And the second part of the message there is to say thank you. I do appreciate you being here, bidding and breaking with me. Many of you hang out and chat with me and keep me company as well, but I am glad to have you, so thank you. Let's take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're going to open a half case of Leaf autograph football jerseys. That is the back half of a case. And then we're going to open another master case of Revolution basketball on Friday night. Man, there's a lot of stuff on Friday night. Most of it breaks pretty quickly, but there's a ton of it. We're going to do an autographed baseball bat, a pair of autographed mini football helmets, a single box of 2016 black gold football, 3 TriStar autographed baseballs, a pair of Leaf autograph multi-sport jerseys, and Leaf metal draft baseball. I know, right? It was supposed to come out on 31st. They pushed up the release date, so we're going to be opening it Friday night, which is the night it comes out, assuming UPS delivers it, which we certainly expect that they will. Both Saturday and Sunday will be off nights. We'll come back on Monday night with a half case of Bowman's Best Baseball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. It's one of my distributors that gave me a case and an extra half case in an allocation. And then we're going to open a 20-box case of Optic Football. Those are the collector's boxes. So the autographs and everything in there, not everything in there, but the autographs I think are special parallels unique to that product. Maybe some memorabilia cards and some other stuff in there too. But if you scroll down to the bottom of that listing description, you'll find the manufacturer's information for that particular product. Then on Tuesday night, we're going to open a Leaf autographed baseball jersey and an inner 8-box case of Revolution basketball and probably another case of Leaf metal draft baseball. I don't have that listed yet, but we'll probably plug that in there for Tuesday night as well. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So there is just the one break tonight. It is a full case of Contenders football. Veteran base does not ship in this break, which I'm sure you saw somewhere along the way, if not in the title, in the description, because it's all over the place. And you can expect what we open tonight to be out the door and on the way to you no later than Saturday. It will very likely go sooner than that, hopefully, but it should not go any later than that. On the off chance that someone gets skunked tonight and they do not pull cards that would typically ship in this break, then you are still going to get a package in the mail and it will have consolation card or cards in it. So everybody's going to be taking home something. And if you do need consolation cards, they will ship out when the rest of the break goes out. It is a 12-box case break of 2019 Contenders football. This is break number 4. And it ended tonight on eBay the same night we're breaking it, Wednesday night, the 22nd of January, the long-awaited debut of Zion Williamson in about 25 minutes from now. Team names are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team on the opposite side. Everybody paid tonight. Thank you guys so much. Everybody paid on time. Everybody paid early tonight. It was awesome. I love that. Thank you guys. Now, the last little piece of business here, you will notice that the background is about to get a little blurry. That is by design. I like to look at our cards up pretty close. And if I don't tweak the focus, it doesn't let me do that. I know. It's not your eyesight, I promise. So first things first, let's get our Contenders out of here. I thought we had no new releases this week until they told me yesterday, of course, that Leaf Metal Draft moved up by a week, and they didn't know it either until they got the shipping notice from Leaf. How crazy is that? So I started to say it's a week with no new releases, but I guess technically we do have one on Friday. But by next week, I'll tell you what, there's an easier way to do this. By next week, we will be back, I think, on more of a normal release schedule where we should see several products coming out every week like we normally do. Well, I say several, anywhere from, 1 to 4 is typically how we roll most times of the year. Man, these are just wedged in there. Good grief. Okay, finally. I just shook the last of them out. Shook them out of there. It's all good, right? Okay, if you have not opened Contenders football before, well, I'd be surprised because I bet you have. But what we are looking for is 5 autographs per box, including one of those being an on-card autograph. And, of course, you see in little tiny letters over there, it says on average. So that means occasionally they might not give us the number of hits we're expecting. Very rarely, they might leave one out altogether. More commonly, what happens is they will replace a hit with a points card. If that happens to us tonight, any points cards that we pull are going to be given out at the end of the break using random.org. So in this very first box, we're going to go a little bit slower than we will in our subsequent boxes because we'll stop and take a better look at our various inserts so that you will know what to expect. And yeah, then in our other boxes, we won't really pause on them unless there's something unique about them, if they're numbered or obviously if they're autographed. But in the first box, as we do with most things, we go through it a tad bit slower because you never know when it's somebody's first time experiencing a product. Contenders is one that I'd say most people probably are familiar with, but hey, everybody's got to be new at least once, right? Everybody's got to experience it for the first time sometime. The biggest part of our night tonight will be spent opening wrappers. As you can see, they put a lot of individual packs in here. Not a whole lot of cards per pack, but lots of packs per box. Although not as bad as some products. Jay Allen says it's quiet tonight. I know. There's nobody in chat tonight. Everybody's all probably sitting in front of a television somewhere waiting to see what Zion Williamson does in a little bit. The game starts at 9:30, and of course they flexed it to prime time on ESPN. Seeing as how it is his debut and all, finally, after his injury at the beginning of the season. I gotta straighten up the mat there. I knocked it all out of joint. All right, so first hit out, Dallas Cowboys. It is Mike Weber with a rookie ticket autograph. That one is on a sticker. This is an example of an insert, so this does ship to the teams. That's the Steelers. This is what our base looks like. Base, of course, does not ship to the teams, and typically we're going to go really quickly through base. Second autograph out, another rookie ticket. This is for the Lions, Travis Fulgham. So we're 2 autographs out of box number 1. Rookie of the Year contenders, we'll find a load of these throughout the night. They are also, of course, inserts, so they ship to the teams. They're not numbered. We may occasionally find one that's numbered. If we do, I'll point it out. Otherwise, I won't. That was the Dolphins. Plenty of those little advertising cards. We'll find loads and loads of them. Trayvon Mullen Jr., our 3rd autograph from this box, is the Oakland Raiders. Now there'll be lots of these too. They are called round numbers. It's another insert, so it does ship to the teams, but you'll see we've got 2 different teams on this one, Titans and Seahawks. Sometimes it's the same team on the card, in which case we don't have to worry about it. But blah, 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 blah. But when we find one like this that actually has 2 different teams on it, we're going to set it up there in housekeeping. At the very end of the night, we will use random.org to award that. This is an example of an MVP Contenders card that has a hollow foil finish and is numbered. It is to 25 for the Texans with Deshaun Watson. Most of the time, we're going to find MVP Contenders that look like this, which are not numbered and are not hollow foil, but every once in a while, we find one numbered, and when we do, of course, I'll call it out. That also is headed to the teams, which actually, let's go ahead and grab that. That other MVP contender there is headed to the teams too. We'll just go ahead and grab that out of that stack of base so we can keep them separate as we go. So this one, Chiefs on both, so we don't have to put it up in housekeeping. But we do have to put this in housekeeping. We have a redemption, and here's how the redemptions work. They are going to sit right up there in our housekeeping area at the very end of the night. I will flip over any and all redemptions that we found, and then we'll go to the Panini website, find out what, if anything, they're numbered to, and verify the teams, etc. So there's Cardinals with Andy Isabella. That's both Colts. The Patriots and Joejuan Williams. And that's our 4th autograph. So our 5th one that is up here in housekeeping must be our on-card autograph for tonight, because all the ones that we pulled live out of this box were stickers. So that's going to be your hard-signed autograph for the redemption, it looks like. There's an insert for the Eagles. Most of the time on these inserts, that's the Rams. When we come across them, I'm just going to say probably the team name. It's Ravens. Might say the player name, but typically it's more just the team name. It's Patriots. Unless it's numbered, obviously. We take a little longer with the numbered stuff, as you would expect. And there's Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben there on the front of it. MVP for the Packers. Arizona Cardinals. Ravens. Cowboys. An insert for the Eagles. And that wraps up box number 1. All right, so that gives you a pretty good idea of what we're going to see as we go along tonight. If we see anything other than what we've already talked about, we'll chat about it a little more when we run across it. Otherwise, we'll keep a pretty good little pace going through the rest of these, or try to anyway. I saw Antonio Brown was in the news yet again. That guy just can't keep the police from coming to his house. Apparently, he's training with actually an ex-UK football player, is what the news said, although I don't remember who they said it was, is acting as Antonio Brown's current trainer. And for some reason, a guy who is moving some of Antonio's belongings, like a moving company, moving truck type person, for some reason or another, apparently Antonio and his trainer attacked the moving guy. So nobody knows what that's about, because they say Antonio has locked himself into his house and will not talk to the police or come out or anything. They've already arrested, I guess, the trainer, who is my former UK player of some sort. And obviously they have the moving guy, who's the complaining witness who got assaulted. But, like, why would you assault someone who's helping you move your stuff? What would motivate you to attack your moving guy, I wonder? What was it, just maybe a week or 10 days ago, of course, where he got into it with his baby mama and called the cops over, I guess, her trying to drive them to school in one of his cars or something. I don't really know what it was, but he live streamed it all on Instagram, out there just carrying on, throwing a fit, with his kids listening to all of it. So he continues to be a hot train wreck. I don't know if that guy's ever going to get it back in the NFL, no matter how talented he is. I think he's crossed over to the dark side. All right, this is Kyler Murray, and that's going to make somebody really happy. Let's see how happy it makes them. The Arizona Cardinals get a championship ticket for Kyler, and that's got a hollow foil finish on the front. It is numbered to 15, and it is our hard-signed autograph from this box. So, Arizona Cardinals, how you like that? You can sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of your break. Then there's an insert for Kyler. The Colts have a rookie ticket for Rock Ya-Sin. That's the Raiders. And here come the Jets with an autograph. A rookie ticket for Trevon Wesco. Got two different teams on here again, Ravens and Patriots, so that's going up to housekeeping. Bears. And the Seahawks. The Green Bay Packers have a championship ticket, and it is numbered to 49. And of course, again, a hollow foil front. Tim Boyle is who you have on that one. So 2 championship tickets out of the same box. Not too shabby. And the Kyler, the lower numbered of the two. And those are both Patriots, so we don't have to worry about it. Jay Allen said maybe the person who was coming to help Antonio Brown move lifted his supplements. Yeah, maybe. Got a little bit of a bad corner down there in the lower right. It's not outrageous, but it's not perfect. It is numbered to 175, a hollow foil Joe Flacco for the Broncos. Texans. Yeah, honestly, the sad thing is I think Antonio Brown probably has CTE. It's the Giants. I mean, I know he's always been kind of a showboater, Redskins, and, you know, into keeping himself in the public eye. This is Giants. But he just really seems to have gone off the deep end. Steelers. And he has had a lot of concussions in his playing career. I can think of a number of them just with the Steelers, and who knows how many he would have gotten in high school or college or whatever. The Ravens. So the sad thing is, it may be something he can't even control. I don't know. You would hope it would be that anyway, and that he's not just a big douche. Maybe it's some of both. All right, this little bad boy here is a die cut for the Panthers. Obata, is that how you say his name? And it is a rookie ticket die cut, and those are typically numbered to the jersey number, as this one is, to 94. Now, if we were to find one of these as a veteran ticket that is die cut, those are not corresponded to the jersey numbers, the best I recall, but that one was a rookie, so it was. Insert for the Jags. The Eagles, Steelers, Bills, the Giants. Eli finally announced his official retirement. I guess everybody's heard that by now. Cowboys finishes up that box. So yeah, he is officially hanging up the cleats, Eli is. I think everybody thought that was going to happen, but you never know. If somebody's not done playing, I'm sure he could have found a home on another team if he had chosen to, but he didn't. And then Phillip Rivers has bought a house in Florida, so of course he's got what, like 9 or 10 kids? He's got a lot. So speculation is rampant that he's going to end up playing somewhere kind of in that vicinity, if not for Tampa Bay, Carolina. The Panthers have been floated as a possibility for him, and a couple of other places too. But the general feeling is that Phillip Rivers is finished with the Chargers and probably going to play somewhere on the East Coast. Jay Allen, you're out of here. All right, man. Well, get yourself some rest. We'll see you tomorrow. And then, of course, you know, Tom Brady, we all know he's going to explode explore free agency, and they sold their house. Either already sold it or it's up for sale in Boston. I don't know where he's planning to relocate, but I'm not surprised that he's looking at leaving, even though he spent his entire tenure there. I mean, you hear the rumblings that he doesn't always get along with Bill Belichick, and the Patriot way is kind of knocks heads with his TB12 method at times, I guess. And also, he hasn't been making a whole lot of money, especially when you consider what other people make. But there were times he agreed to do that as well, so that the Patriots could use the money to add other weapons, enabling him to win 6 Super Bowls ultimately. So now that he's getting older, I think he's looking to cash in on that payday for his last couple of seasons. Somebody's going to give it to him. You better believe that. Lions. And the Bengals with Damian Willis. Rookie ticket. Because, you know, if somebody could get him in there, even if you've only got him for a couple of seasons, Jags and Ravens on that one, if you can put a good young core around him, the Bears, as in if you already have one and you just kind of feel like what you're missing is maybe a little seasoning with your quarterback, this might pay him big bucks and maybe get a Super Bowl victory out of him one more time, or at least get there before he retires. The Packers and Dexter Williams. And I'm sure there are franchises that would be willing to do that. Would not doubt that one little bit. Both Raiders on that one. And this is the Browns. Cowboys and Steelers. Yeah, somebody just hired Jay Gruden as their offensive coordinator. Was that Carolina? Broncos insert went by too. I want to say it might be Carolina that just hired him. Somebody just hired Jay Gruden as their OC just today. I think it was Carolina. All right, there is another redemption. It is also going to set up there in housekeeping, and that will wait to be flipped over until the very end of the night. Broncos, Redskins, 49ers, Packers, 49ers. I actually saw something today where they said, 49ers, that they don't think the Redskins maybe are going to be all in on Dwayne Haskins. Eagles, which I'm kind of surprised considering, I mean, he's awfully young and it's not like he played the whole season. It's a pretty small sample size, really. So I'm kind of shocked that to hear that. I hope they give the kid a little bit more of a chance than they've given him so far. So one of our hits has been replaced by a points card. It's also going to set up here in our housekeeping area. We'll deal with it at the very end of the break, too. I've scooted all over so you can keep it all in sight there. So points, 2 redemptions, and then all of our cards that we'll use random.org to give out. There's the Philadelphia Eagles with an insert, a Chase Vinovich for the Patriots. Autograph. Saints. Aaron Donald and the Rams, numbered to 99, a hollow foil championship ticket. Insert for the Steelers. The Bears. And that wraps up that box. All right, so let's grab another one. What do you say? Skip stuff. How many boxes are we on? We've opened 3. So we have 9 to go. The 9 includes the one that is coming out of the wrappers right now. So 3 have been completed. The 4th working on it right now. And looks like Jesse helped you out with that too. So thank you, Jesse. I didn't glance over there. Chat's been so quiet tonight. I didn't glance over there for a minute. But Jesse helped me out, which I appreciate. Skip stuff. You need one of the redemptions to be a cracked ice DK Metcalf. All right. We'll put in that mojo request and see. Well, skip stuff, I'm not going to argue with you. Dwayne Haskins did not look great when he did play. I'm not going to argue that point, but it's not as if he is the only problem in Washington. There were other areas of need, a bunch of them. So, you know, the guy's young. He only played in a handful of games. He didn't have the best supporting cast around him. They need some upgrades in a lot of positions. So I just think it's tough to evaluate him just based on that. But, you know, hey, who knows? Maybe they're going to kiss it goodbye. Nicholas, we had, I think there was a Lions autograph in the first box. I don't remember who it was, but I think we had one in the first box. But player-wise, you know I don't do well with remembering that. Well, Mark, that's a good point. He says, for what it's worth, Haskins did play a lot better in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he kind of upped his game after he got the flack for stopping to take the selfie before the game was over. So he did he did recover from that, and he did, you're right, play better the last couple of games. But again, I don't think it all falls on his shoulders. I think there's a lot of things happening up there. There's another Chase Vinovich. So a pair of those, although we have different images on them. So one of them is a variation of I guess. Chicago Bears insert. The Raiders. Yeah, I just think it's too early to give up on the guy personally, but you never know. Lions and Broncos. The Redskins have really been Jags kind of mired in mediocrity for a long time. So there's a lot of stuff that needed to be changed, and they're starting to make those changes. So hopefully they're going to come out of the basement a little bit. Meanwhile, Jacksonville is going to have to let Gardner and Nick Foles battle it out. They paid Nick Foles too much money to get rid of him. I don't think anybody else is going to take on that contract. A third redemption up there in housekeeping. Giants. And here comes a Fletcher Cox numbered to 99 with a hollow foil championship ticket for the Eagles. The Ravens. Especially not this year, because there's so many quarterbacks going to be coming available one way or another. Cowboys. I don't think they can unload Nick Foles at that contract level. Cardinals and Patriots Ravens. And I don't think Nick played well enough when he did play to oust Gardner Minshew, really. So they're in a bit of a pickle there, I think. Ravens, till they can figure out something. Raiders. Both Redskins on that one. Chargers. And you know, another guy to think about is Joe Flacco. What's Joe Flacco going to do? Giants. Because I think even the brief period of time where we got to see Drew Lock after he came off of IR tells you they're not going to set him back down. And Flacco was always meant to be just kind of a place stopper. So what's going to happen with him? He's another guy that could potentially either move or retire, an active guy. Texans. And, of course, you got everybody coming available down there in New Orleans. I'd say it's unlikely that they keep all of them, all three of them. Isaiah Buggs for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Haven't seen any Isaiah autographs in a long time. Kansas City Chiefs insert. And Byron Murphy was stuck to the other card for the Arizona Cardinals. This was what he was stuck to, an MVP contenders insert for the Seahawks. Rodney Anderson, Cincinnati, takes home an autograph for the Bengals. These are both Patriots, so we can keep on trucking past that one. Skip Stuff says, didn't he, in his 1 year at Ohio, didn't they only play a bunch of scrubs, basically? Well, I mean, people from Ohio State would argue that point with you. But I don't know, man. That's not an argument I'm going to jump in the middle of. I'm just saying I don't think the kid has had a fair assessment yet. I think he needs more time before he's written off. That's what I'm saying. Noah, yeah, I think you've got the Lions in here tonight. Nicholas does not have the Lions tonight. I know that, but he's just a Lions fan, so he always likes to jump in and kind of see what Lions stuff's coming out. But I know you outbid him, or someone outbid him, because he sent me a message and said, oh, I got outbid on the Lions tonight. So I do know that. Mark, you think that they can... You think they can trade Foles if they eat a bunch of his salary and then trade him off? I don't know. I don't know that anybody's going to be willing to... Either side would be willing to do that. That is a big contract he's on. Yeah, Skip Stuff. I mean, the thing is, really, I know Nick Foles is a Super Bowl winner, and I like Nick a lot, but Gardner was playing well at that time when Nick healed and was ready to come back, and Gardner had good chemistry with the team and things were plugging along. I personally wouldn't have pulled Gardner to put Nick back in. I would have let Minshew keep going unless he hit a rookie brick wall or something. But to your point, yeah, that's not what they did. They put Nick in there, and he didn't play very well. And then they pulled him and sat him and let Minshew finish out the year. So, yeah, Marcus Mariota is another one that's, I mean, definitely going to be on the move. Obviously, we've talked about him a bunch this season. He got benched there with the Titans, and Tannehill took over, and we see what Tannehill managed to do, so you have to assume that Marcus is going to be gone. The question is, when he goes to his next stop, is he going to be pegged as a starter, or is he going to be pegged as a backup? You know, he seems like a real stand-up guy. He certainly demonstrated himself to be a great teammate and just had a lot of class with the way things went down when they lost, and he was really, you know, consoling Tannehill and telling him he was going to be the start of a great run for him and all this. So he's a class act kind of guy. I hope he does find a good landing spot. This is for the Texans. How do you say his first name? Kahali, maybe? Waring. And it is another rookie die-cut ticket. So again, numbered to the jersey number, which is to 81 in that instance for the Texans. MVP contenders. Woohoo! J.J. Watt autographed to 10. I was not expecting that to be signed when we flipped it. Very nice. Hollow foil to 10. J.J. Watt for the Texans. So, Houston, you got two back-to-back. One of them really nice. Steelers. Double Raiders there. Oh, well, that didn't even need to go up there. I set it up there right after I said double Raiders. That doesn't have to go up there. Both Raiders. We don't have to worry about using random for it. Travis Homer and Seattle Seahawks with a rookie ticket autograph. The Dolphins have an insert. MVP for the 49ers. 49ers again. Both Packers on that one. And let's see what's coming up next. Charles says, with all the Haskins talk, let's pull his autograph. All right, man, let's do it, Charles. You got the Redskins in here tonight then. All right, let's find it for you. Drew Lock insert, Broncos. The Browns. Another redemption. Hoy, we are redemption heavy right now. This is our 4th up here now in the housekeeping area. Arizona Cardinals. Bills and Bears sharing a card. So it goes, well, I knocked my little, not that it matters, but I don't know. I wanted my little stack in a neater row, and then I ran right into it, didn't I? Laying the other card down. The Falcons and Julio Jones. Is that going to be signed? No, but it is numbered to 175. It is a playoff ticket hollow foil. Broncos. Byron Murphy. I think this might be a bookend autograph for the Cardinals with Byron Murphy. I wouldn't swear to the fact that that's his second one, but it might be. Might be. All right, we have got the Steelers, Redskins, Falcons, Lions, Panthers, Jets, Saints, and that finishes up that box. So, Mark, you said they could move 75% of his salary to a roster bonus and trade him during camp. And the Eagles would then cut or renegotiate in 2021 when the guaranteed money is gone. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess something like that's possible, but I don't know how likely it is. But I guess it's possible for sure that that could happen. You said Tannehill gets a ton of credit that Derrick Henry earned. Well, I don't... listen, Derrick Henry is a beast, okay? But he got his due credit this year, too. I don't think everybody looked at it and said, oh, Tannehill's a one-man show, and he's the whole reason the Titans are where they are. I think everybody recognizes that Derrick Henry upped his game this year. I mean, the guy's always been super talented, and he's done some amazing stuff from college onward, but he really did play significantly better this year than he has, and somewhat last year, than he has in prior seasons. I don't think anybody's negating that, but Mariota still had Derrick Henry too, and you didn't have the same playmaking and the same level of offense and the same winning percentage or the same quarterback rating for that matter when Marcus was there alongside Derrick Henry. So you have to assume that that upgrade was Tannehill. Nobody's taking anything away from Derrick Henry, but there was a noticeable upgrade while Derrick Henry remained the constant. So I don't think you can look at that and say, oh, Tannehill's got nothing to do with it. Nobody's saying that's the whole reason the Titans were successful, but certainly he performed better on the field than Marcus Mariota did this year, and there's no way around that. King Coop says that was definitely Byron Murphy's second autograph. I thought it was. But, you know, sometimes we see so many cards, and where I call out inserts and autographs, sometimes I have to stop and think about what is what. But we do always recap at the end, of course. So we'll take a buzz back through all of our autographed cards as well as our numbered cards at the end of the break, too. So we don't entirely have to rely on my poor old memory. There's the Panthers, Patriots. Points card means one of our hits was replaced. The Steelers. So we now have 2 points cards and 4 redemptions up here in housekeeping. Both of our points cards in the same total there at 250 points each. So They're consistent, at least so far tonight, in the points they're giving us, although I'd rather see some higher ones. I'd rather see none, but if we're going to get some, give us some more points, right? Seahawks. Both of those are Jags. Irv Smith Jr., that is a hard-signed on-card autograph for the Minnesota Vikings with a rookie ticket. Both Eagles on that one. Next up, Patriots. Trayvon Mullen Jr., I think that's a bookend as well. That's for the Raiders. I do believe that it is. And the Saints. Skip Stuff, you think one of those redemptions is bound to be DK Metcalf? I hope so, man. That would be nice if we could find that for you. There was a Steelers insert that went by. And an autograph for the Atlanta Falcons. That will make Jay Allen happy tonight. You get Caleb McGarry on a playoff ticket numbered to 99 hollow foil autograph for Atlanta. Kansas City Chiefs. I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be fun this year. I mean, Super Bowl's kind of fun every year, but you have to admit, there's some years you look forward to more than others. Matt Stafford hollow foiled 175 for the Lions. Both Seahawks there. And I think this is going to be a really good one. Eagles. The Dolphins have Patrick Laird with a little ink headed your way on a rookie ticket. There's Seahawks and the Bears. And the thing about it is, Jags, probably at the first of the year, that's about who we would have expected to see there. At least one of them, if not both of them. Those are both Rams. Because both teams look pretty good. Well, maybe the first week or two, a little rough for Chiefs, but Ravens had an insert. The Rams, but for the most part, they've been solid all year. I mean, even when Mahomes was out, with that little injury, they still did okay and did great, but all right, we are 6 boxes down and 6 to go. Skip Stuff. No, we have not had all on-card redemptions. All the redemptions are not hard signed. We obviously saw the Kyler Murray earlier hard signed to 15. We just saw one out of this box. I don't remember if there's a third one. There might have been a third one that's live in here. There's at least 2, maybe 3. But we'll, of course, recap it as well, since I don't remember entirely. But I know Kyler Murray is one, and I know we just saw one, so there's at least the 2 that aren't redemptions, I mean. Maybe a third one, I just can't remember. Jesse says he's seen 2 that are the hard signs, so that would be the Kyler and the one we just saw. I really thought there was a third one, but then again, I know that my recollection is not always the best when it comes to that sort of thing. Oh, you didn't see the Kyler when it came out? Yeah, sweet little hit there. Hollow foil championship ticket to 15. Sweet little hit there for Arizona. It's probably one of the reasons we got one of those point cards at least. You know, it usually corresponds. If you get big hits, you get points cards following along behind somewhere along the way. The Browns, the Redskins, 49ers. Both Packers on that one. So who do you guys think is actually going to win the Super Bowl between 49ers and the Chiefs? Who do you think it's going to be? Everybody weigh in. I'm interested to get your thoughts on it, your take on it. Falcons and Buffalo Bills have Devin Singletary. That is a hard-signed on-card autograph rookie ticket for Buffalo. We've got Jags and Ravens combined on that card. And we have another one for the Raiders. This is the first we've seen of Clelin Ferrell tonight, though. But that's one headed to Oakland. Well, headed to, I guess, Las Vegas. The Bears. It's going to be hard to stop saying Oakland Raiders. Another Patrick Laird. That's definitely a bookend for the Dolphins because we just saw this guy in the last, I think in the last box. Packers. Raquel Armstead heads to Jacksonville with a rookie ticket autograph. 49ers. The Lions. Both Raiders there. Saints. Broncos. And that finishes that little stack. King Coop, you say it's going to be Coach Reed's going to win. You're an Eagles fan, so you're all in on Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, I'm a Steelers fan. We're riding the couch again this year, so I don't really have a dog in the fight, so to speak. I'm anxious to see a good game, and I do love to watch Kyler Murray play. He's just so much fun. I would kind of like to see him win, kind of, but if it went the other way, it wouldn't crush me either, you know. Dax Raymond for the Chicago Bears. The Eagles, the Dax Raymond was an autograph, by the by. A playoff ticket, Tariq Cohen, 175 hollow foil Chicago Bears. Steelers and Cowboys together on one. Lions, Broncos. It would be nice to see Andy Reid win, though, because that is the one thing kind of missing from his career, I guess. And the 49ers had an insert. Noah, if you paid for the Lions, then yeah, they would definitely be yours if you paid for them. I can't actually navigate away from the table right now because we have too much stuff open and out on the table, but I will gladly put up the spreadsheet for you again at the end of the break. If you missed it there at the front, we can for sure put it up for you again at the very end, and you get a chance to see your name up there. I am the worst about remembering what username has what team, because also, you know, most of the time your eBay name is different than your YouTube name, all of which are different than somebody's real name, and so my poor little brain just fries out into overload, and I'm not good at remembering that. But I will happily put the spreadsheet up for you there. What did I say? Did I say Mahomes? What did I say? Oh, I said Murray. Well, I meant Patrick Mahomes. Sorry, I got Kyler Murray on the brain because we hit the card earlier. But Pat Mahomes is obviously who I meant to say. Because I pretty much talk every week about how I love to watch him play. Because I do. He's just so much fun. He just looks like he's one of the few quarterbacks of any age that just every week looks like he's having fun, which he is having fun because he's winning most of the time. And he's doing crazy, incredible stuff that most other quarterbacks could not do. But he is just, I love watching that kid play. Jesse, you said the number one offense versus the number one defense. You think as long as the 49ers keep pressure on Mahomes, they'll get the win. Well, it might be. That might be true. I didn't even know I said Murray. I think that's funny. You guys are telling me there in chat. You said Murray. I didn't even realize I said Kyler Murray instead of Pat Mahomes. But you know, I do that occasionally. That shows you what happens when you're multitasking. Yeah, that's right. We all think we multitask well, but we definitely don't. That's the Redskins. Because that's what happens when I'm Broncos. Thinking about the cards we've hit and pulling cards, Cardinals and Redskins, and reading chat, and talking about the Super Bowl, I end up saying an entirely wrong name without even realizing that I did it. See, that's what happens when you multitask. Okay, Patrick Laird. He's our new favorite friend, isn't he? That is the third, I believe, one of those rookie ticket for the Miami Dolphins. He's just coming out in spades tonight. Double Jags, so it does not need to go to housekeeping. Kansas City Chiefs. The Ravens. Seahawks. The Saints. Yeah, I'd say whoever wins their rookie cards, whether it's Jimmy G or whether it's Pat Mahomes, those rookie cards are going to shoot up through the roof in price. Jimmy G, of course, he's got a decent amount of them, but, I mean, they're harder to come by because he was 2014. Seahawks, most of that stuff is gone. Colts. We did one break, the Ravens. I cannot ever remember the name of that product, though. It was like an experimental product that Topps did. It was kind of a test run for another product, but they sold it through their own website. But they got them signed, these test run cards, and it was a very short checklist, 30, 40 guys on it. But he was one of them, and it was his rookie year, Jimmy G. Riley Ridley for the Chicago Bears, a rookie ticket die cut, hard signed autograph, numbered to 88, the jersey number. And I would just do it in 2 or 3 box breaks, 2 or 3 boxes together at one time. The Rams. And we actually pulled Jimmy G out of there a fair amount of the time. And out of one of the breaks, we pulled him either 2 or 3 times out of the same break. It was crazy. The Green Bay Packers and Rashawn Gary. So I wish I had more of that product because he was the one we found him in the easiest. The Panthers. But he was in other stuff too, of course. Raquel Armstead, that is a bookend for the Jags. We're starting to see a lot of duplicates show up here tonight. It's the Patriots. And this is also a bookend for the Chicago Bears. You have Dax Raymond. There's Patriots. A playoff ticket hollow foil, Leonard Fournette to 175 for Jacksonville. Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jags. Dual Rams, so we don't have to worry about housekeeping for that one. We are 8 boxes completed, 4 remaining. You like DeForest Buckner? You know what? I've got Skip stuff. You might like that if I could find it. I haven't seen it in a long time. But do you remember Panini Prime Signatures, that product? You probably do. It was around for many years. But the last football season that we had it was 2016, which I think was DeForest Buckner's rookie year, right? Was he 15 or 16? I think he was 16. Somewhere, I think I have a Prime Signatures autograph of his, like, numbered to 5 or 10 or something, like of my own, and some stuff I had opened for me personally. So, yeah, you might like that since you're a Ducks fan. And you want Eric Armstead to do well, too. Yeah, well, that would make sense. It wasn't 5-star skip stuff. No, this was a, I mean, I can see the box. It was just a little brown box. It was only sold by Topps directly. It wasn't like a regular Topps name like 5-star. It had, I just cannot remember the name of it. I could look back and I'm sure figure it out, but off the top of my head, I just can't think what it is. But it was, they were acetate cards, but they were really heavy. They were thicker than acetate cards are these days. They were almost practically like acrylic. I mean, they weren't that thick, but they were pretty thick. And they were, the whole set was really a test run for just acetate cards for Topps. And they decided to take the test run cards and have them signed, and they packaged them in this box, this little brown box. And it just had 1 pack per box, and as I said, a very limited checklist, and there were, I don't even remember how many cards in there, 4 or 5 or something. And yeah, if you ever find any of that, Jimmy G came out of it pretty regularly, but I cannot remember the name of it. But we broke it a bunch in, maybe some in 2016, probably a lot in 2017, maybe even into 2018, somewhere in there. Probably more 17 and 18 than 16. There's the Giants, but truthfully, I lose track. The Bears, Dual Patriots. Am I seeing another redemption upon us? The Jags, not redemption, I mean points card. This one is for a little more, though. They upped their game here. They give us 400 points. So we are now setting with 3 points cards. 1 for 400 and 2 for 250. Seahawks. But yeah, all the skip stuff, all the Topps football was so much fun. I really hated when they lost the license because I liked a lot of their football products. Myles Gaskin, that is for the Miami Dolphins. Both Giants on that. Of course, Panini filled the gap with some of it by just creating similar products, of course. There we had a Steelers insert and a Darius Slayton Rookie of the Year contenders for the New York Giants. Signed, sealed, and delivered. A hard-signed autograph numbered to 99 on a nice little insert there for the New York Giants. Yeah, so, you know, like, that's when Panini added Origins, of course, after Topps had always had Inception. The Steelers. And there's other things, you know, Topps does first, like Topps did Chrome, and so then you end up getting the parallels, you know, Prism and stuff then comes down the pike from Panini. Ed Oliver and the Buffalo Bills. But truthfully, I think they kind of just go off of each other. Everybody's going to, if somebody does something good, you can guarantee the other company's going to do something similar. That was a Bears insert followed by a Jace Sternberger signature rookie ticket for the Green Bay Packers. But I do miss Topps in football. The Ravens, the Bills, and really you would have thought the Raiders, that the NFL would have made more money having multiple teams involved. But they really, I guess, didn't. They must have gotten a whole lot more from one company having the exclusive rights than they got from letting everybody have a little chunk. So this round numbers card, you'll notice, is numbered. It is numbered to 25 down there in the lower right-hand corner. It's got the Lions and the Broncos on it. It, of course, again, is going to sit right up there in housekeeping with all of our other 2-team cards. And we will be finding it a home at the end of the break between the 2 teams that are on there, of course. The Eagles. That's the Giants, the Dallas Cowboys, the Texans, the Redskins, and that finishes up that box. So we are now 9 down and 3 to go. Start to get some of this stuff kind of up out of my way a little bit. And we've got a little extra space on the table. So if the calendar holds, I think we have limited football next week coming out, don't we? We have, as it stands right now, I think it is Crown Royal basketball, limited football, and I think it is limited. And what else? Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition for baseball. Schedule for Wednesday release. However, we all know that both Panini and Topps routinely change their release dates, so we're going to have to wait and see. They usually announce it on Fridays, so if we do have changes, we'll probably find out this Friday, but otherwise, those are the three that I think those are the three that are on the schedule for next week. I don't think we have any Fridays next week that I can remember. We would have had Leaf Metal Draft Baseball, but of course it's showing up early for a change. Super unusual for Leaf to show up early, isn't it? But they didn't announce that either. They're so weird, that company. They've had products that get pushed back that sometimes they don't announce until the release date. Like, oh, guess what? We've moved it. Surprise. And then they do stuff like this. My distributor said they got no advance warning, no updated calendar, Titans and Seahawks. Nothing to indicate that the release date was going to move. Just all of a sudden, tracking showed up, and they told them, we're releasing it a week early. And they didn't find out until Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. I forget which of the two. Anyway, really recently. Tuesday, I think. Pittsburgh Steelers with a Zach Gentry rookie ticket. That's one you don't see too often. And right behind it, a Bengals rookie ticket, Trayvon Williams. Just because I happened to cut the deck that way, figured I'd go ahead and grab it. Carolina Panthers. Bills and Bears. Ooh, there you go. Jags, that's probably who you're searching for. A little Gardner Minshew rookie ticket. Making life happy for whoever's got Jacksonville tonight. That's the Falcons with an insert. A Lonnie Johnson Jr. for the Houston Texans, who have had a pretty good little night as well. The Lions. Steelers. Steelers again. Dual Packers. The Dolphins. Carolina Panthers. And the Oakland Raiders. There's an MVP Contenders hollow foil numbered to 25 for the Rams, Jared Goff. And there you see a Jets insert. Cardinals. Eagles. Arizona Cardinals. It is still kind of shocking that the Ravens didn't make it to the Super Bowl, though. You know, I mean, I said we could kind of pick out one or at least one of the teams, and maybe both that went to the Super Bowl, but Honestly, I did kind of think it would be the Ravens because they were playing out of their minds most of the year. So I probably would have said something like Ravens 49ers. But hey, Patriots. You never know if Chiefs play, put on their A game. Not many people are going to beat them either. That's dual Colts. So the Ravens might not have gotten past the Chiefs anyway, even if they did get to the rest of it. Well, that got stuck to the back of Deebo Samuel there for the 49ers. Speaking of playing well, he's been doing quite well. And here come the Seahawks managing to get an autograph. That is Gary Jennings Jr. with a hard-signed on-card autograph for Seattle. We've got Giants and Panthers veteran base. And a little, advertising card. All right, we are next to last box. 11 of 12 getting ready to come out. Wonder how much money the sports books in Las Vegas made when the Ravens went out. I bet it was a lot. What will the line be? Will the Chiefs be the favorites? I don't even know if they will be or not. But we'll find out who's going to win before too much longer. Can't believe our football season is almost over. It makes me sad. But I guess, we'll have the combine and the draft to look forward to. I don't watch a ton of the combine. I like to just watch the highlights. I don't watch it straight through very often, but I do go through and see the highlights. But I like the draft. The draft's fun. And they always release Score Football like 2 or 3 days before the draft. And it just kills me because, what are you going to do with it? If you break it early, you don't know where any other rookies are going to go. So you have to do it like by, first letter of the name or something. Or you have to hold it and wait till the draft is over. But who wants to hold it? When it's new, you want to break it. So I always hate the way they do the calendar around that time. That was both dual Chiefs on that other insert, and there's the Eagles on this one. Dual Colts. Tony Pollard for the boys. And Tony is a hard-signed autograph. Rookie ticket for Dallas. The Jets. Olabisi Johnson. Minnesota Vikings. Rookie ticket autograph. That is Bears and Bills, so it's going to go up to the top. Hanging out up there in housekeeping, the Rams. Trayvon Mullen Jr., I think this is now a trio for him. Raiders. Autograph, rookie ticket. Cardinals. Panthers. More points. Raiders. Patriots. Cardinals. Ooh, we got a 1 of 1. Got a 1 of 1 printing plate coming up. Let me get some of this cleared out of my little work area here, and we'll take a look at it. So we're now up to 4 points cards. 3 that are 250, 1 that is 400. We have a 1/1 printing plate. Jerry Tillery for the Chargers with a little ink to go with it. So how about that, Chargers? A little 1/1 headed your way. Steelers. Ravens, and another MVP Contenders hollow foil numbered. This one is to 75. It's Matt Stafford and the Lions. Pittsburgh Steelers, Dolphins, Eagles, Panthers, Titans and Seahawks. And that wraps up box 11. So here we are rolling into box 12. So we're going to have to call a little last box mojo along about now and see what we can find. So it's going to work like this. We will do this box, of course, looking through it as normal. At the completion of that, we'll flip over our redemptions and find out who's on the other side of them. Then go to the Panini website to see what, if anything, those cards will be numbered to. And we will also verify the teams for each of our redemptions. Upon the completion of that, we will take care of our round numbers cards that have 2 different teams on them. We'll use random.org to accomplish that. Then we'll use random.org again to give away our various points cards. And then at the conclusion of all of our housekeeping chores up there, we will then recap our autograph hits and our numbered cards. So that's kind of what's going to happen here in the next 10 minutes or so. And then, of course, after the recap, we'll put up spreadsheet information again. For those of you who might have missed it earlier, we'll take another look at when you can expect your item to ship. And we will also look at what's going to be breaking in the days ahead and all that fun stuff. So we'll take care of all of that in the next few minutes here. Whoops, that piece of that wrapper tried to hang on. It doesn't want to get out of the way. All right, last box mojo. Let's see what you can bring us. That was Carolina Panthers insert. A Kelvin Harmon autograph for the Washington Redskins. So the Redskins finally getting on board there with an autograph. Yay. Redskins were probably feeling kind of blue about now. Next up, Redskins insert. And, well, it's a Redskins kind of box because they went from 0 to 60 right here. Cole Holcomb has a rookie ticket die cut numbered to the jersey number, which is 55 in this case. Jesse wants to know about the points. Yeah, Jesse, they all go to different teams. They don't just go to one team. We do those points pretty much the same way every time, and we'll go over it in more detail, of course, right before I give them away. But no, they do not all go as a group to one team. The Eagles, Cardinals, the Jets, Bills and Bears, and that was the Pittsburgh Steelers with an insert. And Titans Seahawks, the Lions, dual Packers, Steelers, Dolphins, Panthers, and we've got just a few left to look through here live. Falcons, a Darius Slayton for the New York Giants, a hard-signed on-card autograph for Darius and the New York Giants. It's your second Darius Slayton autograph in here, although the other was on an insert, I believe. Raiders with a Rookie of the Year insert. Trayvon Mullen, I've lost count. What is this, 4 of him out of here tonight? Something like that? That's a crazy amount of Trayvon Mullen. Like, it's very poorly sorted tonight, collated, whatever the word is I'm looking for. That was the Saints. I see more points coming at us. The 49ers. A championship ticket holo foil for the Texans. Deshaun Watson, numbered to 99. A Rookie of the Year contender, Deebo Samuel. And our points card, which I didn't hold up, but I'm about to. I just wanted to flip it before, obviously I didn't want the numbers to be exposed. So there we go. Okay, so all of our stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points cards. One is 400 points, the other 250 points. Our redemptions, we're going to do those first. We've got 4 of them. Our round number cards, which we'll be dealing with momentarily as well. And after we manage to accomplish all of that, we have got some stuff to recap. All right, let's get cracking here. See what's what. All right, first round, it is Miles Sanders, rookie ticket RPS. Miles Sanders is an Eagle. Next up is Noah Fant for the Broncos. Ooh, a clear ticket. Ooh, clear ticket RPS Mosaic. Oh, that's a hit right there. Nice. Nice. Those clear tickets, we've only pulled those once or twice. They're numbered to 10. I think, mostly. Paris Campbell, that's going to be the Colts. Rookie Roundup autographs, RPS. Oh, that's cool. And last but not least, a Drew Lock. Broncos hit the mother load in the redemptions. Rookie ticket, RPS. All right, so we've got Eagles, Broncos, Colts. We are, of course, as I said, going to go to the Panini website, and we're going to verify the teams on all these, and we'll see what, if anything, the various redemptions here are numbered to as well. So let's roll over there and start checking that out. What do you say? Let me get myself on the right tab, and I can bring you with me. I already had it set up because, honestly, I thought we'd find redemptions because we have been finding them all along this year in this product. So we're going to look at Miles Sanders first. That card set is Rookie Ticket RPS. He is card number 120. And it is the Eagles as we expected, and it is an open edition. So it is an unnumbered card there for Miles Sanders. Now we also have a rookie ticket RPS. Card number 104 is our Drew Lock. So we'll go back up here and hit him as well. And there, of course, Denver Broncos as we expected. Another open edition unnumbered. We're going to check out Paris Campbell next. That is our rookie roundup autographs RPS. Well, got ahead of myself, didn't I? Card number 17. Paris Campbell for the Colts, another unnumbered. And finally, for the Broncos, our rookie clear ticket RPS Mosaic, card number 124, is Noah Fant. That one will be numbered. RPS variation Mosaic, right? Or no, it just said, it didn't say variation, just said RPS Mosaic. Card number 124, Noah Fant. Broncos. Well, it does not show that that is numbered, but I could have sworn all those clear tickets were numbered to like 10, although that doesn't show that it's numbered. But anyway, it's rare and it's nice. If you got the Broncos, it's a good hit. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you that's a good hit. All right, we are next going to give away our rewards points. Let's go ahead and get switched over to random, and then I'll bring you back here to me for a second. We'll take a look at them and talk about, oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. We were doing this first, weren't we? Yeah, that's what I said we would do first, these. All right, so what we're going to do is go to random here, and this is pretty simple. I'm just going to type in top of the card, bottom of the card. Now, I do random the same way every time. When it is 9 or fewer, I do random 3 different times, and only the third time counts. The first 2 do not count in determining what the end result of the random is. When we have 10 or more, we do random a single time. Obviously, this being top of the card and bottom of the card means we have fewer than 10 items in our list, so we will be doing random 3 times. First 2 will not count. Only the third one is going to count. All right, and then we'll look through that stack after the fact, and you'll be able to see who got each individual card based on whether the team is on the top or whether the team is on the bottom. Random's going to tell us. All right, so you can ignore the first one and ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It gives us the card, or the team rather, on the top of each of these little stacks here. All right, so Noah says that the mosaic is a 1 of 1, but you know what? Usually if it's a 1 of 1, it will say that on the website, or if it is numbered at all, it will say that on the website. That's why I was really surprised to see that clear ticket mosaic variation, or clear ticket mosaic RPS, did not say 1 of 1 on the website, because typically if it's numbered, it will tell us that. So I don't know. I mean, I trust you, Noah. I know you're speaking the truth there, but I don't know why the Panini website wouldn't have told us that. They typically do. So that one's in a sleeve. I'm just demonstrating that I wrote on the sleeve and not the card. So this one goes to the Lions, and here's how they go. The team on the top the whole way through. So we're looking at Titans, Bears, Titans, Bears, Bears, Titans, Ravens, Cardinals, Steeler, Jag, Bear, Raven, Lion, Steeler, Jag, Raven, Titan. Okay, so that's how the random awarded our round number cards that had 2 different teams on them. Now we're coming along to this little group of stuff. So we've got the 400 points and 1, 2, 3, 4 different 250 points cards. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to return to the spreadsheet where I will copy each of our teams. Then we'll go back to random.org. I'm going to paste all the teams in there. I will run random 1 single time since we have 10 or more items in our list, and it will work like this. After we randomize, whoever's in the number 1 spot gets 400 points. Number 2 spot gets 250. 3 spot gets 250. 4th team gets 250. 5th team gets 250. All right. So there you go, kids. Let's get rolling with this. Oh, and by the way, someone wanted to see their spreadsheet to see if they had the Lions. There you go. Noah, you definitely are on there. It is definitely you, my friend, across from those Detroit Lions. All right, so easy here. Just copying our team names. Now we're going to buzz back over here to our friend, or maybe our foe, depending on how it turns out for you, random.org. Pasting them all in right now and scrolling through so that you can see all of the team names. were actually added in there just like they should be. And here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right, so the Bengals in the number 1 spot there are going to get 400 points. In the number 2 spot, getting 250 points, we have the Bills. Below the Bills, the Titans will get 250 points. Then the Dolphins taking home 250 points. And finally, the Ravens taking home 250 points. All right, so I got those all labeled up. Let's bring you back to me. And now we can recap all of our fun stuff. Yay. Yay to recaps. Noah says that the clear mosaics are not numbered, but they had an article about them trying the mosaic for the clear contenders, and they sell for upwards of $1,500, and they're beautiful cards. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we pulled the clear, but not the clear mosaic before, so I haven't held one of the mosaics in my hand before at all, but I might have to go Google that, or rather go onto eBay. I'm sure there's plenty listed, and take a look at it. But regardless, if you're the Denver Broncos, you're liking that hit. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you are. It was a test print. Okay, cool. Yeah, so kind of like what I was talking about earlier with that whole product that Topps did as a test print. So the clear mosaics were a test run. All right. Well, yeah, that is too bad those weren't reversed, right? That Drew Lock wasn't on the mosaic and Noah Fant on the other one. But anyway. Okay, so here are our numbered cards that do not have autographs or things attached to them. That is a hollow foil to 99 for the Texans. Hollow foil to 75, the Lions. To 25, a hollow foil for the Rams. Let's just assume these are all hollow foil. I'm not going to say that every time. It's to 175 for the Jags, Leonard Fournette. To 175, Tariq Cohen and the Bears. The Lions to 175, Matt Stafford. Atlanta with Mr. Julio Jones to 175. The Eagles to 99, Fletcher Cox. The Rams to 99, Aaron Donald. Deshaun Watson to 25 for the Texans. And a little Joe Flacco to 175 for the Broncos. All right, now we're ready to jump into our other little hits here. Our points cards, of course, we awarded using random.org. The Bengals get 400 points. The Bills 250, Titans 250, Dolphins 250, Ravens 250. Then we took care of some redemptions. We have the Rookie Clear Ticket RPS Mosaic, which, as Noah filled us in on here, even though it is not numbered, it is apparently a 1 of 1, and it was a test run. So there you go, Broncos. That's a nice little hit for your man, Noah Fant. For the Indianapolis Colts, it is Paris Campbell, Rookie Roundup Autograph RPS. Broncos hit again with a Rookie Ticket RPS for your quarterback, Drew Lock. And the Eagles take home a Rookie Ticket RPS for Miles Sanders. So that takes care of all of the redemptions that we found tonight. And now let's look at what we had live in here. The Raiders and Trayvon Mullen, Darius Slayton for the Giants. That one is hard signed on card. A die cut rookie ticket numbered to the jersey number 55, Cole Holcomb and the Washington Redskins. Kelvin Harmon for the Redskins, a 1 of 1 printing plate, Jerry Tillery for the Chargers. Another Trayvon Mullen for the Raiders. Olabisi Johnson, Vikings. Tony Pollard for the Cowboys. Gary Jennings Jr., Seahawks. Lonnie Johnson Jr., Texans. Gardner Minshew for the Jags. The Bengals and Trayvon Williams. Zach Gentry, Steelers. Jay Sternberger, Packers. Buffalo Bills and Ed Oliver. Darius Slayton, this is hard signed. Rookie of the Year contenders, numbered to 99 for the Giants. The Dolphins with Myles Gaskin. Dax Raymond for the Bears. Raquel Armstead, Jags. Packers and Rashawn Gary. This is a hard signed. Riley Ridley, die cut, rookie ticket, numbered to the jersey to 88 for the Chicago Bears. Then we have the Dolphins and Patrick Laird. That's one of several we'll see for him. There's another Dax Raymond for the Bears, another Raquel Armstead for the Jags. There's Patrick Laird again for the Dolphins. Clelin Ferrell for the Raiders. Devin Singletary, that's a hard-signed on-card autograph for the Buffalo Bills. Another Patrick Laird for the Dolphins. A Caleb McGarry playoff ticket, hollow foil, numbered to 99 for the Falcons. Trayvon Mullen again for the Raiders. Irv Smith Jr. for the Vikings. That is a hard-signed on-card autograph. Byron Murphy, Arizona Cardinals. That's Travis Homer for the Seahawks. A nice little MVP contenders numbered to 10 for the Texans with J.J. Watt. And the Texans have a rookie die-cut Waring numbered to 81, the jersey number. So Texans had nice back-to-back hits there. Cincinnati Bengals, Rodney Anderson. There's another Byron Murphy for the Cardinals. Isaiah Buggs for the Steelers. Chase Vinovich ×2 for the Patriots. Variations, of course, not the same image on each. Dexter Williams, Green Bay Packers. Damon Willis for the Bengals. And this is another rookie ticket die cut to the jersey number 94, Carolina Panthers for Obata. Green Bay Packers hollow foil numbered to 49, a championship ticket, Tim Boyle. The Jets with Wesco, Rock Ya-Sin for the Colts. There's that little bad boy. That is a championship ticket, hollow foil, hard signed, Kyler Murray, numbered to 15 for the Arizona Cardinals. Nice, right? Yeah, I'm kind of digging it. I love that little Kyler. I do. It's a nice card. Joejuan Williams for the Patriots. Another Trayvon Mullen for the Raiders. There's Travis Fulgham for the Detroit Lions, and Mike Webb for the Dallas Cowboys. Got us started tonight. All right, guys, that is the break. That is the recap. As promised, I'm going to put up spreadsheet information coming next as to when you can expect your item to ship. And then we'll also take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So if you missed any of that and you want the 411, here it comes. So it was just the one break tonight. A final reminder, Veteran Base does not ship in this break. All the cards should be out the door and on the way to you no later than Saturday. It's probably going to be out a lot sooner than that, but it definitely shouldn't be any later than that. On the off chance that someone got completely skunked in here, meaning your team did not pull an insert or something that would ship out of this break, then you are still going to get a package. It would have consolation card or cards in it, and it would ship out when the rest of the break goes. It always works that way when you're in a paid shipping break with me. This is what it looks like in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys and a master case of Revolution basketball. Friday night is mega busy. There is like so much stuff, but none of it takes very long to break. So it looks like it'll take forever, but it really won't. It's going to be an autographed baseball bat, a pair of platinum autographed mini football helmets, a single box of 2016 black gold football, 3 TriStar Series 10 autographed baseballs, a pair of Leaf autographed multisport jerseys where the spots are sold by the first letter of the last name and they are all listed in the football category, and then a 12-box case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball, which is due to arrive and release on Friday the 24th. Both Saturday and Sunday will be off nights. Monday night, we're going to open a half case of loose boxes of Bowman's Best Baseball and a 20-box case of Optic Football, the collector's box version. which does have an autograph per box, and I think some other stuff too. It is a different parallel, maybe copper. I don't remember exactly the color parallel, but anyway, it's different. And you can find all the information about it at the bottom of the listing description. I always cut and paste the manufacturer's description if it is available. On Tuesday night, we're going to open a Leaf 2020 autographed baseball jersey and an 8-box case of Revolution basketball. So that's what we look like in the days ahead. And I guess that has about got me wrapped up for tonight. Oh, Nicholas, you're asking about cracked ice. Yeah, no, we didn't find any cracked ice in this case. Obviously, we found the redemption for the clear mosaic, which apparently is a 1 of 1, even though not numbered as such. We found a 1 of 1 actual 1 of 1 numbered printing plate. We found the Kyler Murray numbered to 15. So I would say, maybe finding all that stuff is perhaps the reason we didn't get a cracked ice. But as you know, those are never guaranteed in any case. We're used to finding them. Sorry we didn't this time, but it's not copper, it's a bronze parallel. Sorry, I called it wrong. I called it a copper parallel in the optic collector's box that I referenced a minute ago, and apparently it should be called bronze. So, see, I told you I thought I had the color wrong. They look pretty close, but I called it the wrong thing. But anyway, thank you, Nicholas, for clarifying that. All right, I think that's got me wrapped up for tonight. So if I do not see you again tomorrow night, I hope you will come back and see me soon. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll be back at it tomorrow night. See you then. Bye now.